Alright guys, so now for Phased Arachnid's request to see the Grammostolas and Brachypelma species that I have. But first I had another request from a user, I forgot his name, sorry. He requested to see N.chromatus, the white striped bird eater. So I have two of them right here. Wow, just look at my Cancerigis, how big she got. Wow. Okay, so here's Nadia. Supposedly 2-inch female. I got her at the March Expo. She's probably right now 2.5 inches. And believe it or not, I still have that 1/4 inch. Now it's really like 1/2 an inch most likely. This is the very small one that I got at the Reptile Expo back in October. Yeah, a little baby, but fortunately she burrowed, so really can't see her very well. Okay, so now for the request for Phased Arachnid, all my Grammostolas and all my Brachypelmas. So these are recommended for the beginner. They have a low potency of venom. I trust Brachypelmas to be more handleable than Grammostolas. Okay, so here is my G. rosea female. This is Talia. 4 inches. Rough age is probably around 7 to 8 years old. The reason why I'm saying this is because most pet stores will tell you that a G. rosea around this size is a year plus old, but that's all lies. G. roseas are probably one of the most slowest growing species, well, next to the Phonoplma species and Ceathracis crocheti, the king baboon. But just to get it out. So personally, I don't recommend G. roseas as good beginners because of their unusual behavior in captivity. Well, for one, they don't really do very much. They just sit there and do nothing all day. That's what a happy rosea will do. Second reason is because they're very temperamental and unpredictable. So you can, even though that books or some internet sites will tell you that these are docile species, some of them may react aggressively. So if I touch her on the abdomen, and you can see she's turning around and no. Well, she doesn't like to be handled that very much. The third reason why G. roseas don't make very good pets as the first T is because of their fasting periods. So this, which is very alarming to new T owners, that when they tried to feed their rose hair, it would not eat. Well, it's very normal for G. rosea to not eat within a long period of time. These fasting periods can last up to months. So I remember my G. rosea red color form sling, which I'll show you in just a bit. She actually ate twice over a 4-month period, so it just goes to show you how G. roseas are really slow-growing species, but especially long-lived. Here's another G. rosea. This one's an adult female, fully grown, a lot older than Talia. This is Michaela. This was donated to me by Eichmann 2006. This is yours, buddy. So, we'll give this to show you how well she acts. So see, if I'm touching the abdomen, she doesn't really move very much. Oh well. As you can see, I'll just give, there we go. Now you can see why G. roseas can be sometimes be temperamental, but she's very beautiful. The pink carapace is, absolutely love it. It's the brightest pink that I ever see from a G. rosea. She's awesome and very female. Now I'll have to look for a mature male and see if I could try breeding with her. I hear that they make a lot of babies, somewhere between the 400 to 800 mark. Alright, last G. rosea that I have is a red color form, not often sold in pet stores. This is about a 9-month-old specimen, so she's pretty cool. Not showing adult colors yet, but I really like red color form rose hairs because they're bright red when they molt out, and they're just amazing to look at. I find them personally better looking than the normal ones. They're a bit more uncommon on the hobby, but if you get one, you will not ever be disappointed. So we don't know if the normal form, what we're going to call G. poteri or G. rosea. Platnick hasn't really fully described the specimen, and we're not terribly sure if the red color form and the normal color form are indeed the same species or completely different. So this is why we're naming the normal form / poteri and this one G. rosea. Okay, so that's all my G. roseas that I have. Now we'll move on to my next Grammostola. This one here is a Grammostola pulchra, female. This is an adult. I bought her in 2001 for around $50, about the same size as PDDM 89, if you guys remember, about 1.5 inches. And in about 6 years, she's the monster you see right before you. This is a 7-inch female, pretty highly defensive, so I'll show you what I mean. Touch her abdomen. As you can see right there, not in a happy mood, but these guys have huge chloroceri. You could just look at them and see. She kind of looks like a little black tea blondie, and she's almost as built as that. This is the second largest Grammostola in the genus. The pull stripes get 1 inch bigger. Alright, now I do have G pull stripes, the largest Grammostola in the hobby. Okay, here is Wendy. This is a 2.5-inch female. She was one of my 1/2-inch slings that I raised for 2.5 years. Here is Princess Peach, as you probably all come to know and love. This is again, 3-inch female. Not even half grown, but she's pretty cool, pretty defensive, and she likes to overturn her water dish. I don't know why they do that, but it's kind of annoying, because every time I put water and she just doesn't like water too much. And here's all the pokies. I updated them. This is my only immature male. This is Mario, around the same size. Again, he was the 1/2 inch sling that I raised 2.5 years, about that size. Yeah, so he'll be bred with Charlotte once she fully matures, so we'll show you what Charlotte looks like. And here is Charlotte. This is a 5-inch female. Not full grown yet, so we'll touch her, see how she acts. I used to handle her very often back a couple of years ago, but now she's starting to turn a bit defensive on me. As you can see, just my luck. I own one of the most defensive Grammostolas. This is why I believe Grammostolas not to be a great genus for handling. Brachypelmas or the Eupalestris genus are much more better tempered than these ones, so she scared me there. Alright, so now we'll go on to the Brachypelmas now. Alright, so Brachypelmas, ooh, do I have quite a number of them. So, we'll start off with the new Brachypelmas that I got recently. These are B. auratum, Mexican flame knee. These were featured in my most recent tarantula feeding video, 47. They kind of look like B. smithi, but they have red knees, and they kind of resemble like flame tips. I showed you in my video of that, so that's one way to tell. These are more skittish than a B. smithi, so they're not the best handling ones. And here's my other one. A little fatty. So hopefully I do have a male and a female. Now Brachypelma albopilosum, Honduras curly hair. This is Kira. It's the 3/4 inch sling that I got at the March Expo. She's grown pretty fast, so I could probably assume that this may be a male. I'm not sure, I didn't really get a good sex out of her. And I'll show you the big female, Curly Sue. And here she is, being the queen of the mountain. As you can see, she's very, very healthy. She's my oldest surviving brachy. So I can tell you how calm she is. Whoop. Here, just look how calm she is. I'm pinch grabbing her. And she just likes it. So this is the tarantula I do recommend you getting as a first time tea owner. As you can see, Grammostolas really have unpredictable temperaments. But you can see she's my most calm specimen and would love to handle her someday, but her hairs are pretty bad, so I do get itchy once I handle a brachy. I had her in my collection ever since I was a kid. I used to start collecting tarantulas since I was 12 years old. Now I'm 27. And she's been with me ever since. So many great memories that I have with her. And many more to come. Now another one here. This is another old female of mine. Brachypelma bomi, the Mexican fireleg. So let's look at her. And here she is. This is a full-grown female. 6.5 inches. As you can see. Just going to give you an idea of how skittish these Brachypelmas are. These are probably one of the more fastest ones and the most defensive. So we'll touch her abdomen and see how fast she goes. Yeah, she's pretty skittish, so I just love her fire legs. Really gives it a good common name for them. Even though I think common names are not the best way to describe a tarantula, but I think this one does it justice. As you can see, very skittish. But yeah, another adult female of mine, had her ever since I was 16 years old. So she's been with me at least 14 years. So yeah, she's pretty cool. Alright, next one here is Brachypelma amelia, Mexican painted redleg. I've owned two since I started the tea hobby, and both of them end up being mature male. So I lucked out and finally found a little female. This is Amelia. It's around 2.75 inches. These are probably one of the smaller Brachypelmas, around 4.5 inches. If you saw my A. calcodes, they grow roughly around the same size. She's pretty okay, very handleable. Sometimes she can be a bit nervous, just as the bomi, but not as bad. And I did handle her one time. And finally, B. Smithy, and I got two of them, so let's have a look at them. Alright, so here is Scarlet. This is a 4-inch female. She's pretty fat. She's some sort of a hair kicker, so we're just going to demonstrate it. Come on, baby. See how calm these Brachypelmas are? And they don't turn around and face the paintbrush and try to attack you. This is why I like B. Smithies and B. albopilosums to be great handling teas. Sure, they may be a little bit expensive, but heck, they're a whole lot worth it. I really like these Brachypelma species, that they're so long-lived, whether or not you get a male or a female. Males are between 5 to 7 years. Females are in excess of 25 to 30 years. So it's a big commitment to get a Brachypelma Smithy, but I must say this is probably one of my most favorite species in the genus, and how can you not like one? They're beautiful, and These are the icon of the tea hobby. Whenever people think of tarantulas, this is the first tarantula that comes to their mind. Absolutely amazing. So now we'll show last Athena. This is the larger B. Smithii that I got. So, and that'll be it. She's over there. Let's have a look at her. I did update her just yesterday. And yeah, she's beautiful. Amazing. She's a bit more skittish than Scarlet, but a lot bigger too. They get having the same leg span as a B. bomi. Now if I could just find a Brachypelma anitha or the elusive Baumgartneri, and I'll be loving it. So that's my update video of the Grammostolas and the Brachypelmas that I have, and also the N.chromatus. So hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.